Hi everyone, how you're doing today? My name is Ifan, and your name is?
Additional.
Yeah, welcome to our channel. Today we'll be discussing so many things. Last time we talked about how we met, what are the things we do to make our relationship, kind of work. And today I just want to ask some few questions. I just want to discuss some few things to know what is the right time you think one should date before they get married?
Oh, is that a question for me?
Yes.
Honestly, I think it varies, right? I don't think that there's a set time to say, oh, we have to be dating for 2 months, we have to be dating for 6 months, we have to be dating for 3 years. I know of a couple who got they met, they got together, and they got married within the span of 6 months. And in the past, if you would have asked me, I would say that is way too short. You need to get to know the person, you need to
All
learn them, you
right.
need to
All
know
right.
them. But now, I mean, as the spirit leads, I think if you have good discernment, if God is showing you that this is your partner, you know, that they have the qualities that you need for a fruitful and long lasting marriage, then I don't think there's a special number. What do you think?
Okay. So how long did we date before we got
I
married?
think officially, I think officially we dated a year. Like I know we were long distance, we talked on the phone, we got to know
Hmm.
each other for a little longer than that.
Yeah.
But I would say officially dating a year.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say
That's
a
right.
year.
That's right. Yeah. Because people want to get to know themselves. They want to get to share ideas, know their personalities before they get married. They don't want to jump into marriage and jump out of marriage because the divorce rate these days are so massive. People will be wondering why, how do we get here? Why are we divorcing? It's because they don't get to know themselves. But there are some people that they will just meet themselves and they knew that were meant to be together. Their relationship might just last for 2 months, 4 months, as the case may be, and they get married, and it's still working. It's not as if they just get married and divorce. No, the relationship is still working because in a marriage is where you get to know yourselves. Where you get to keep developing, keep knowing yourselves as the day goes by. You can't know the totality of a marriage of someone in just 6 months, in just a year, even 10 years. As you keep being in the relationship, things will be evolving. You'll get to keep knowing one another every day, every day, every day as you go by.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I think for us, because when we met, I was in New Jersey, you were living in Texas at the time. I
yes,
think that long distance allowed us to really get to know each other. But like my husband just said, sometimes people think like, oh, we have to be together for 5 years. And what I've already learned in the years that we've been married is that people change, right? Like
mm-hmm.
something that I may have liked or a character trait that I may have had going into the marriage, right? That may have changed. So if you're waiting to try to get to know somebody, like I have to get to know them for 5 years first, by the time you decide you want to marry them, they could be a different person. And
That's
it's
right.
fine. People
Mm-hmm.
change, people evolve, they grow. You want to be with somebody who's growing. So you also have to understand that, like, people, your spouse, your husband, your wife could become a different person during the marriage. And I think being okay with that is the first step.
That's true. That's true. Absolutely, that's correct. So another thing again is that how are you able to balance your work life and home front? Because it's something that people get burnt out of. When you tell people, or when someone comes and say, I don't know how to balance my work life and my work home front, it triggers my anxiety. It makes me burn out. It makes me frustrated. So how are you able to do that? Having a work life balance and home front.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still figuring it out. Obviously, for those of you who don't know us, we have a 1 year old daughter. She'll be two soon. I'm an attorney, so in addition to what I have to do at work, I also network and do things that are related to my career. I'm very active in my church, so I have to maintain my responsibilities there. And then obviously, I'm a wife too, so I have to make sure that my husband's needs are met. In
Hmm.
addition to trying to take care of what needs to be done in the house. That could be cooking, that could be cleaning, that could be laundry. It's a lot. right? It's a lot. So I, in terms of how I balance it, I would say just focusing on prioritizing
Okay,
like
okay,
the order of when things need to be done. So I don't like to stress myself out. I don't like to become a victim of anxiety or any of those other things that
correct,
can cause you to overthink. So, I'm not, if I know I have a limited time and I also know I have limited energy, I'm not going to stress myself by trying to wash all the clothes in one day, clean the whole house in one day, grocery shop, cook, because I know how that is to me. And then also, you have to know how to lean on your partner. I lean on my husband for a lot of things. We don't have traditional rules because sometimes it's like, babe, I cannot get to this and like my mind is just overwhelmed. Can you help me? And I explain where I need help and he helps me. So really it's just prioritizing what needs to be done
mm-hmm.
in order, you leaning on your spouse for the support that you need, and
Yes,
then being realistic with yourself. If I set a goal for the beginning of the week that I want to get these 10 things done, I don't beat myself up if I only get 8 out of the 10 things done because
correct,
I'm doing my best. God has given me strength and I'm making do with what I can do.
correct.
So
So yeah, that is a place of understanding and communication. Your spouse can just come back from work, and you don't expect the spouse to just get into the kitchen and start making you a meal. We have to help these ladies because they do a lot. Gone are the days that we have to rely on them to do everything, do the dishes, do the laundry, clean the house, make the meal and all of that, still take care of the children. You as a man, you have to stand up. You have to become a man. You have to embrace some things. You could be taking care of the baby, tell her, you know what, baby, go to rest, go take a nap, take care of the baby. Or you could help do the dishes. If you do the dishes as a man, it doesn't limit you anything. It doesn't stop you from becoming who you want to be. That is the way you show appreciation. That is the way you support your spouse. You could go do the laundry or clean the house as being a man. You will show her, you know what, babe, can I just support you? Can I just do something for you? You know, to support your spouse, help her to help them. Let's help them take away some responsibilities from them and put it on our own plate. That is how we can help them balance themselves. So what I do on a daily basis when I come back, I try to help. If there's anything I need to do as a man, clean the house. I usually like cleaning the house on Sundays. No, on Fridays. That is the best time for me to clean on Fridays, and I love cleaning in the night. Why she loves doing it in the daytime, and so we kind of hold communication and say, okay, you know what? Let's just meet halfway. Instead of me doing it in the night and that is when you want to sleep. Okay, we can do it maybe in the evening while she's cleaning the bathroom and fixing the kitchen, or she's in the kitchen and fixing the bathroom. We cannot just help ourselves. At the end of the day, when we're done, we take our shower and we can just do movies, and we'll be happy. That is the way we can balance things. And even if your spouse did not make no meal, don't get mad over it. Support them by you can just eat anything just to hold your tummy. You know, anything that can serve sorry, anything that can serve as a meal is okay for me. Just to ensure I give her that break. Just to ensure I don't put her under no pressure. And sometimes she comes to ask me, what do you want to eat? I said, I don't know, surprise me. I don't know is I don't know. I don't have any appetite for anything. So you can give me anything. Anything that can quench my hunger is food to me. You know, I love cookies, but she said cookies is no food. So she wants me to eat something.
it's not. He used to love cereal. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
love
babe,
cereal.
cereal's not food. And all the women out there know if I'm asking you what do you want for dinner and you're saying you don't know, that is a whole nother task and responsibility for me to figure out, okay,
Yeah,
what are we going to eat for dinner tonight? But you just gotta compromise. Happy wife, happy life. They always say that. If you keep the wife happy, if a lot of men think that they're less than if they're supporting their wife in certain household things, but really, you're really helping yourself because it frees a lot of mental space and physical things for me to do that I can now focus that energy on my husband and time for us and our family. So it really does help and is very beneficial. Now, one of the things that I want to ask you, babe, is we talked a little bit about this and touched on it in our first video, but we didn't really dive into it. How did you know? Like, what are some of the things you consider to know that this is the woman that I want to marry?
Yeah, one of the things that I lean upon is I prayed about it. You know, like you see in the Bible when Abraham asked his servants to take Isaac to go look for a wife. One of the things the servant prays is that, "Oh God of my master Abraham, grant me safe speed." Some other versions say, "Grant me good speed." While I knew that I always knew that I want to get married, but God, I need you to direct me to the woman that you have apportioned for me, not somebody that is going to bring me down, or not somebody that I'm going to get into a relationship, then I'll start regretting how did I get here, and not somebody that's going to make me feel worse off. I prayed about it, and when I took that leap of faith and came to that wedding on that day and saw you, so when I saw you, I said, "This is the woman." I just I just said it. I just said, "This is the woman." I've not known your character, I've not known anything about you. But when I saw your dominion, when I saw the way you carried yourself, the way you were walking, and the way you were behaving, I knew this is the woman I want to get in touch with. And when I came to you, approached you, asked for your name, asked for your number, the way you responded to me show me that you have character, you're a woman of valor, that you have value for yourself. You're a Proverb 31 woman. The way you responded to me, to that moment, we started talking, we started discussing, and I started praying about it. The more I keep praying, the more the bond,
Mhm.
the bond keep becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. But distance was a barrier, so I needed to bridge to create to bridge that gap. For the distance, I needed to bridge the gap. So when I knew you the one, I don't need to wait any longer. I just have to do the right thing and take the relationship to the next level. And here we are today.
Yeah, I think it's very similar for me too. I mean, like, I always used to say, like, you're the sweetest person I know. So it was really easy for me to say yes when you asked me to marry you. But before that, just, I mean, exactly what you said, getting to know your character, understanding who you are. I think we shared a lot of values too early
Yeah,
on. Like, family was very important to us. We were both hardworking. We both knew what God said in terms of, our future goals, our plans, our prosperity, our ministries, and we're very much in alignment with that. We both had past experiences with relationships where, we were like, all right, this is what we experience, this is what we want, this is what we don't want, and we know what we want to find in a partner. And I always loved that, like, when I first met you, even just in basic conversations, I felt like even if we weren't talking about the Bible, like you had a very easy way of, explaining things and weaving the Bible in and out of it, even if it was something practical that had nothing to do with the religion or the Bible. So I knew that, all right, this is a man who can lead me. This is a man who can teach me because, I also want to be able to learn in a marriage. And like you said, here we are
yeah,
today.
yeah. And there is something again. When we met, I was thinking you're going to ask me, "Oh, what do you have?" and all of that. But you only asked me, "What are your visions? Where are you going?" Because I need somebody who's going to take me to where he's going. I don't want to go astray, so I want to know where you're going. And I wrote my vision and told you, "This is who I am. I'm a minister. This is where I'm going. Are you willing to come with me? Are you willing to give me the support?" As a minister, you said, "I'm going to give you a 1000% support." And that blew my mind because I've only heard about 100%. And when you say 1000%, I say, "Man, let's just go all in." I'm going all in. That is where it all started. I have to call my family. I told them my family were in Nigeria, and I was wondering how am I gonna do it, But I told them, and they gave me all the support. You even traveled down to go see my dad and my mom, and we solidified the whole thing, and the whole thing started, and here we are today. So I'm so grateful that we took that bold step and we took a chance on ourselves.
Mhm.
We didn't limit ourselves by the things and we were able to see. We came in and say, "You know what? Let's just complement each other. I'm gonna build you, and you're gonna build me." And by so doing, we're gonna walk to the purpose which God has planned for us. And I'm
Amen.
glad we took that bold step.
Amen.
Yes. So, do you have any other thing to say?
No, I think that'll be all for now. But please catch us on our next video. We have many more topics that we will be discussing.
All right. Thank you for watching. Please don't fail to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Drop your comments Any question you have, just drop it. We're going to be answering so many questions. We're going to take some of those questions and add it to our next video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice one. Bye.
Bye.